Well, hello there. Welcome to the fireplace of the dollhouse for another reading from Grimm's complete fairy tales. That's right. It's been some time since I got myself back into the fireplace, or the attic for that matter. Just been a little too busy there. But hey, we're back now, aren't we? So let's dive in, shall we? But first, if you've been here before, you know we like to set the mood straight. So let's get them lights out, get that firecrackling element going, and play us a little bit of Crossharp. Now again, it's been some time since I blew in past the comb there, through them reeds if you like, but let's see if I could squeeze at it too. Here we go. Oh, a little nasty there. Alright, all over the place, I dare say. In any event, hey, that's not what we're here. Listen to me prattle on. Well, maybe a little bit. Hey, let's dive in, shall we? What are we reading first here? You're probably wondering. Well, we got a couple of shorties lined up for you. That's right. And we're starting off with the Sparrow and his 4 children. Alright, let's get to it. A sparrow had 4 young ones in a swallow's nest, and when they were fledged, some naughty boys pulled out the nest. But fortunately, all the birds got safely away in a high wind. And then the old bird was grieved that his sons had all gone out into the world, and he had not first warned them of every kind of danger, and given them good instruction how to deal with each. In the autumn, a great many sparrows assembled together in a wheat field, and there the old bird met his 4 children again, and full of joy took them home with him. "Ah, my dear sons, what pain I have been in about you all through the summer, because you got away in the wind without my teachings. Listen to my words, obey your father, and be well on your guard. Little birds have to encounter great danger." And then he asked the eldest where he had spent the summer, and how he had supported himself. "I stayed in the gardens and looked for caterpillars and small worms, but until the cherries got ripe." "Ah, my son," said the father, "tidbits not bad, but there is a great risk about them. On that account, take great care of yourself henceforth, and particularly when people are going about the gardens, who carry long green poles, which are hollow inside and have a little hole at the top." "Yes, father, but what if a little green leaf is stuck over that hole with wax?" said the son. "Where have you seen that?" "Well, in the merchant's garden," said the youngster. "Oh, my son, merchant folks are quick folks," said the father. "If you have been among the children of the world, you have learnt worldly shiftlessness enough. Only see that you use it well, and do not be too confident." After this, he asked the next, "Where have you passed your time?" "At court," said the son. "Sparrows, silly little birds of no use in that place. That one finds much gold, velvet, silk, armor, harnesses, sparrowhawks, screech owls, and hen harriers. Then fortune may give you your daily grain of corn and peas." Maybe I missed a part here. "Hen harriers keep the horses stable where they whinny oats or thresh, and then fortune may give you your daily grain of corn and peas." "Yes, father," said the son, "but when the stable boys make traps and fix their gins and snares in the straw, many a one is caught fast." "Where have you seen that?" the old bird said. at court among the stable boys. Oh, my son, court boys are bad boys, and if you have been to court and among the lords, and have left no feathers there, you have learnt of fair amounts, and will know very well how to go about the world. But look around, for the wolves devour the wisest dogs. The father examined the third also. And where did you seek your fortune? I've broken up tubs and ropes on the cart roads and highways, and sometimes met with a grain of corn or barley. Well, that is indeed dainty fare, said the father, but take care where you are about and look carefully around, especially when you see anyone stooping and about to pick up a stone. There's not much time to stay then. That is true, said the son, but what if anyone should carry a bit of rock or ore ready beforehand in his breast or pocket? Where have you seen that? Among the mountaineers, dear father, and when they go out, they generally take bits of ore with them. Mountain folks are working folks and clever folks, and if you have been among mountain lads, you have seen and learned something. But when you go thither, beware, for many a sparrow has been brought to a bad end by a mountain boy. At length the father came to the youngest son. You, my dear, chirping nestling, were always the silliest and the weakest. Stay with me. The world has many rough, wicked birds which have crooked beaks and long claws, and lie in wait for poor little birds and swallow them. Keep with those of your own kind. Pick up a little spiders and caterpillars from trees or the house, and then you will live long in peace. Oh, my dear father, he who feeds himself without injury to other people's fares well, and no sparrow, hawk, eagle, or kite will hurt him if he specially commits himself to his lawful food, evening and morning, faithfully to God, who is the creator and preserver of all forest and village birds, who likewise hears the cry and prayers of young ravens, for no sparrow or wren ever falls to the ground except by his will. Where have you learned this? The son answered, when the great blast of wind tore me away from you, I came to a church, and there during the summer I picked up the flies and the spiders from the windows, and heard the discourse preached. The father of sparrows fed me all the summer through, and kept me from all mischance and from ferocious birds. In sooth, my dear son, if you take refuge in churches and help to clear away spiders and buzzing flies, and cry unto God like the young ravens, and commend yourself to the eternal Creator, all will be well with you. And even if the world were full of wild, malicious birds. And here we have us a little bit of a song or a poem here at the end. Yeah. He who to God commits his ways, in silence suffers, waits and prays, preserves his faith and conscience pure, he is of God's protection assured. All right, and that has been the Sparrow and his 4 children. All right, we got one more in line here, I reckon, for the time we got left. So let's get to it. And that one's called The Duration of Life. Here we go. When God had created the world and was about to fix the length of each creature's life, the ass came and asked, Lord, how long shall I live? 30 years, replied God. Does that content thee? Oh, Lord, answered the ass, that is a long time. Think of my painful existence. To carry heavy burdens from morning to night, to drag sacks of corn to the mill, that others may eat bread, to be cheered and refreshed with nothing but blows and kicks. Relieve me of a portion of this long time. Then God had pity on him and relieved him of 18 years. The ass went away comforted, and the dog appeared. How long wouldst thou like to live? Said God to him. 30 years are too many for the ass, but thou wilt be satisfied with that? Lord, answered the dog, is that thy will? Consider how I shall have to run. My feet will never hold out so long, and when I have at once lost my voice for barking and my teeth for biting, what will be left for me to do but run from one corner to another and growl? God saw that he was right and released him from 12 years alive. Then came the monkey. Thou wilt certainly live 30 years willingly, said the Lord to him. Thou hast no need to work as the ass and the dog have to, and wilt always enjoy yourself. Ah, Lord, answered he, it may seem as if that were the case, but it is quite different. When it rains porridge, I have no spoon, and I am always to play merry pranks and make faces which force people to laugh, and if they give me an apple and I bite into it, why, it's sour. How often sadness hides itself behind mirth. I shall never be able to hold out 30 years. God was gracious, took off 10. At last man appeared, joyous, healthy, and vigorous, and begged God to appoint his time for him. 30 years shalt thou live, said the Lord. Is that enough for thee? What a short time, cried the man. Is that when I have built my house and my fire burns on my own hearth, when I have planted trees which blossom and bear fruit, and am just intending to enjoy a life, I am to die? O Lord, lengthen my time. I will add it to the ass's 18 years, said God. That enough? Replied the man. Thou shalt have, or no, that's not enough, replied the man. Thou shalt have the dog's 12 years then too. Still too little, the man says. Well then, said God, I will give you the monkey's 10 years also. But more thou shalt not have. The man went away, but was not satisfied. So man lives 70 years. The first 30 are his human years, which are soon gone. And then he is healthy, merry, works for pleasure, and is glad of his life. And then follows the ass's 18 years, when one burden after another is laid on him, and he has to carry the corn which feeds others, and blows and kicks are his reward for faithful services. And then come the dog's 12 years, when he lies in the corner and growls and has no longer any teeth to bite with. And when this time is over, the monkey's 10 years form the end. And then man is weak-headed and foolish, does silly things, and becomes the jest of the children. All right, and that has been the duration of life, and of the Sparrow and his 4 children, from Grimm's complete fairy tales. That's right. Having a affiliate link for this book down in the description. Save you the hassle having to type it in the browser if you're looking to pick up a copy and follow along, or just read at your own pleasure. If you do, it supports the channel, which I appreciate. But no matter here, hopefully you just enjoyed yourself. I found those tales to be quite interesting. Despite my read, I say it was worded a little bit funny there in a few different parts, and I'm not ashamed to say this is my second take. That's right. I had to do it once before, and I trashed it, folks. I trashed it. So I lied a little bit there. I had blown through the combs there, but it sounded even better than I did before there. In any event, hey, like I said, that's been Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. I hope you enjoyed yourself. But hey, before I take us out, I just want to say, I hope you come back. You're better now. You hear? Hope you understand. I hope you do. That's right. I probably messed that up too. Forgot all the copy. It's been so long. But hey, let's just take us out, all right? I'm going to rectify that stuff there. All right there. You better come back again now, you hear? You understand? I hope you do. Then we're about to have some fun then, aren't we then? That's right. Oh, okay, that was a little bit better, and then I appended a little bit of something else extra onto it. In any event, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, you take care of yourselves now.